high foot in the face of Ledley. But Suarez achieving what the left full-back needs to achieve.
Yeah, look, it's gone, and it favours the full-back, where once it looked as if Sanchez was in and Suarez would have a decision to make. No, I mean, there's no foul in that.
Dan Balassi by Coquelin. Puncheon. Cabaye. Puncheon. Smashing goal he scored against Norwich last week, and it was lovely to see how much it meant to him. Nicked on by Dan, taken up by Balassi. Almost tackled himself, but he's kept the ball. And Balassi's gone for goal, and Cech has enveloped it.
Yeah, and no problem because it was down low. It's just the fact that Cech is wearing a head guard, Peter, and obviously that deters him from wearing a cap because he's looking into the sun.
Here goes Welbeck, Dan's there first. And it is a corner.
Yeah, and Dan apologises because he just tried to throw in a little clever one there and just take it past his man, and it literally rebounded.
Well, it wasn't the moment for finesse, and it's cost a set piece. Some argument about whether the ball is inside the quadrant. This one seems to keep cropping up. Rotary's going to have a look. It's all about overhang.
Yeah, that's one-upmanship from the Palace fans in that corner.
El Neni in towards Welbeck near post, Jedinak at his shoulder. Pitch now almost precisely cut in half by the weather conditions, half sunshine, half shade, acts as some sort of parabol for the Arsenal season. Out of the likeness into the dark, here's Welbeck. Iwobi won't easily be shrugged off the ball. Wickham fouled at his back by Koscielny.
I just wonder whether Arsenal might get a little more joy with the fullbacks, both Bellerin and indeed Monreal, in making runs wide quite late to just provide something extra, little element of surprise. I would imagine tactically the fact that Ledley's playing left side is designed to stop Bellerin, and I think Wenger just probably would like to see just a little more variation in what his team are producing just now, because I wouldn't say Palace are entirely comfortable yet though. See, those things are a letdown for Alan Pardew as well, because, you know, they're knocking a lot of long ball and it's got to be more accurate. They've got to give themselves a chance at least to keep it alive and compete in the air.
Well, you can hear him as well as I can. Instructions for Conor Wickham. Palace's last 3 away games have all been thrillers. The 3-2 defeat at West Brom, followed by a couple of 2-2 draws at Sunderland and then at West Ham. 3-0 down at the Hawthorns, you might remember, they nearly saved it. Denied a win at Sunderland by Barini's 90th minute goal, and got their equaliser against 10 men at Upton Park quite late on. Not quite the same attacking thrill in this game yet. El Neni.
And you know, based on the conversation we were having before about all the possession Arsenal are having, Peter, if it's still 0-0 at half-time, what do you think the mood's going to be like around the Emirates? That's what I mean. You know, all this possession then turns into frustration.
Bellerin, Iwobi, just out of reach of Welbeck. That's calm from Ward. Ozil. Iwobi. Down by Koscielny. Coquelin. Ozil.
And listen, I mean, I played in a good passing side at Liverpool, and we regularly came up against teams that tried to do this to us. And it's hard, I mean, everybody seems to think, oh, well, you just kind of come up with something different and break them down. It's much easier said than done, let me tell you. So Palace are making it very hard.
Iwobi. Monreal. Beyond Welbeck, and Sanchez had it at his feet before he knew it. Presumably anticipating that Welbeck would get there first. Gabriel. Ozil. Iwobi. Bellerin. Now by Delaney, Bellerin again. Sanchez let it roll, Ozil gave it in back. Sanchez played it in. And punched and cleared. Gabriel. Arsenal looking to whip up a storm here. Ozil. Sanchez. Ozil. Didn't work out for Sanchez. There's an escape for Ledley, it's Wickham. Bit of a clumsy ball for Balassi.
Yeah, another one breaks down, but Ozil's the pivot for Arsenal. If Ozil can find the pocket of space, and Jedinak is doing his utmost not to allow that, but it's happening. And if he keeps on finding these little gaps, Ozil, like now, then he can pick his passes. But not then.
Coquelin. Ozil. Broken up by Dan. Punchin. Out steps Koscielny. And goes Punchin again. Arsenal, despite a slightly anticlimactic mood, are in pretty good nick coming into this since they went out of the FA Cup and the Champions League. They've taken 7 points out of 9. Very satisfactory win up at Everton. They were much too good for Watford, and I guess you'd say they should really have won at West Ham last week from the position they held up to the very cusp of